I'm on my way to Andi's place because he wants a 3D printed part. So let's check out which crazy bike he's building at the moment and what the part is that he needs.
Na, da kommst du endlich.
Ja, moin.
Moin.
Was steht an?
Ja, ein Problem. Ja, moin Leute. Hier ist Andi, Andi vom Andis Funktionspunk-Kanal. Und ich habe ein Problem. Ich brauche jemanden, der mir ein Teil druckt. Ich habe hier diese wunderschöne BSA. Und ich habe da jetzt diese neue Lampe rangebaut mit gelbem Licht, wunderbar, voll oldschool. Was aber fehlt, ist, dieser Reflektor hat keine Standlichtfunktion. Und dann habe ich in meinem alten Sammelsurium hier rumgewühlt und habe noch dieses schöne Standlichtgehäuse gefunden, wo mir aber ein Teil fehlt. So, das ist jetzt erstmal schon mal die Grundform. Genau. So, ich halte das jetzt hier hin. Das ist ja schon reingesteckt. So ist das. Und dann machen wir das bis dahin. Dann würde ich das hier so machen. Und hier ist dann das Loch für die Birne. Ein Loch durchbohren. Ja. Und hier eine Schraube reinmachen. Und dann so.
Ja, okay.
Herrlich. Hier müsste man jetzt noch ein Teil finden, wo hier diese Glühbirne reinkommt. Und dieses Teil hier soll nachher hier schön hier unter angebracht werden. Und jetzt hat nämlich Joshua mir seine Hilfe angeboten. Und er wird das jetzt übernehmen.
Dann hast du es halt noch so ein bisschen eigenen Charakter da unten.
Die Mutter könnte auch ganz flach sein. Ja, man findet immer. Wie es weitergeht, seht ihr bei ihm zu Hause. Ich sage erstmal Tschüss, ich bin gespannt, ob das was wird.
Right, let's pull up Fusion 360 and see what we can do here. A while ago I've ordered these radius gauges. How this works is you select one of the thingies and then you would see which one fits. So since I've never used those, this would be try and error. That's actually not too easy. This is the biggest one and it still has some play. What I always want to try out is to actually grab a picture and then import it into Fusion 360. But I don't really know how I can get it without any distortion. I've got those Faber-Castell markers and this is 0.1 millimeters. So this is now precisely the inside. Scan on my phone, select the edges of the page and then it should straighten it. Oh, that is easy. So I'm now gonna create a new sketch, insert, canvas, select the picture, select the plane. I'm happy with that. Right, first step done. Now we can create a sketch on top of that. I want to keep that one straight. How do I keep it straight? How can I move this point? I think I'm gonna watch a little tutorial. I might watch 20 hours of tutorials doing this project. Oh God, that looks promising.
Welcome back, guys. Today I want to show you how to draw a cuttable or machinable file based off of a photograph.
He showed how to use circuits to get the radii right. So what I'm going to do is draw a circle in the top corner, another circle here at the bottom, draw another circle at the top to match the top radius, and grab another circle that we can put in here. I'm happy with that. Now we can use the 3-point arc. That looks good. So now what I just learned is to trim, which is shortcut T, so you can delete all the lines that we don't need anymore. Fusion 360, mirror, sketch.
Same profile on the other side. Don't have to draw it all again. Hold down shift, select those 3 lines, create, mirror, fully select the object.
Right, create, mirror, select the axis. Okay, nice. Ooh, that is perfect. So now we have the inside. We now need another sketch to build the piece that holds this glass on the inside. I want to see how big this inner lip is so that we don't really see the printed part. And there are these little edges. We obviously can't go from here to the outside, that's 4 millimeters. So we're going to make that 3 millimeters all around. So now we can go ahead and mirror. All right, where's the issue? Ah, there we go. This has to go here. Now we have this top bit. Now we need to do the bottom part. Nice. Alright, with that far, I'm gonna call it a night. 12:15. Oh, tomorrow I need to write my master thesis, so better get a good night's sleep. I'm happy with that. That is super cool. And tomorrow we can extrude and see how to fix this lamp. So that's for tomorrow. Alright, as I've just found out, I brought back a little unwanted souvenir from London.
Enjoy the show.
In the form of a positive COVID test. Nice. And just carrying that thing up here got me out of breath. Since we don't want to pass it on to anyone, we need to set up camp here. I still want to move along with this project, and since we now have the base sketch done, I would like to extrude it a bit and just see if it fits inside the lamp housing. However, I have just changed the bed on my printer recently, which means that we have to level it again. And I also found a super nice tutorial that shows how to set up the printer properly. I guess I have to do that as well, because when I first got the 3D printer, I just leveled the bed and started printing. It worked, but I always had problems with the first layer sticking to the bed. And since I don't want to have this mess anymore and want to have more reliable print results, before we move on, we're gonna set this up properly, which might take a bit, but then we can do the first test print and go from there. I'm already super happy about this bed, because with my old glass bed, I would always have to sit here, put on glue stick, adjust a little bit so it would actually stick. I haven't actually really leveled precisely, only with a piece of paper, which is the bare minimum that you can do. And this cube, which is only one line, already sticks perfectly to the bed. I'm super impressed. Can you see that? It's perfectly connected everywhere. Next step is to extrude the sketch and then test print and see whether it actually fits inside here before we move on. Quickly gonna measure how deep we need to extrude. 11.2, 10.2, so mark all of those, extrude. Right, so file, 3D print. 45 minutes later and the piece is done. Look at that. Let's see if it actually fits. No way. For drawn from a sketch, dude, I'm so impressed. No way. That is sick. All right, let me quickly get the glass. That fits perfectly. It's such a tight fit that you don't actually need to drill those. A few things I want to change. There's a slight gap in here. So what I want to do is decrease this side, increase the flat bit up top, make the sides equal, and then we can work on the bracket for the lamp. All right, let's quickly adjust the sketch, edit feature, and then say -7.2. The same with the other one, -7.2. Then we have this one, which is now completely submerged inside this silver thing. Trying to figure out how far we can stick this in before it burns the plastic. It's not too easy with just 2 hands. Roughly +12 will be 15. And now
we're lofting from one profile to the other. Again, we're solving a pretty complex geometry here that could not be achieved with like a revolve.
All right. So we basically need a circle the size of the smaller bit here. Edit sketch, add another circle like that. And then we draw another circle in here that is 10 millimeters for the extrusion of the lamp. Finish sketch, create, loft. Look at that. No way. We can make it a little more fancy looking. Direction, like that gives it a nice touch. Sweet. I like that. What we now need to do is to extrude all the way from here down to the bottom. All right, there we go. We have the hole for the lamp. I actually thought we could have done what would be sick, is to give it a little more room here. Finish sketch, loft, cut. Nice, very nice. That's cool. I mean, like, that's the first project I'm doing like this. Look at that finish. Let's check the fitment inside the lamp. Snaps super nicely into place. Lamp goes in there. There are a few things that I would like to change. Get rid of this edge here. Print it so that the lamp fits snug into there. And then I'm not sure whether this bracket that you can slide into this slot here is enough to secure it on the bike. I feel that it might just like vibrate off. What I want to do is to design a little bracket here, and maybe I'm also gonna try to print this holder at the top. Not sure where that works, but we'll see. I've just adjusted these extrusions to get rid of this little edge. What I now think would look much better is if we loft it from this top circle to this area. What do you think? Well, I can't think anymore. I guess we're just gonna print it like this now. It looks so good. I hope that it all works. I thought this would annoy more in the design, but I actually kind of like it. It's very hidden behind there. The print quality isn't as good as with the first one. I don't really know why, but this side of the print has some issues. The other side looks good. Oh, and by the way, I have two good news. First of all, I have handed in my master's thesis. Such a relief to have that off my chest. And then the second good news is that I'm not positive anymore, which means I can actually leave this room. Let's see what he says.
Moin! Komm rein. Oh, nein! Das sieht ja geil aus. Hat er gedruckt. Jetzt freue ich mich.
Schön.
Oh, das sieht gut aus.
Ich kann dir auch das rein theoretisch hier oben dran machen.
Da, dann kann man das da anschrauben. So. Sieht das gut aus? Ja. Mach das mal, Joshua.
Seems like we have to change a few things. Andi would like to have the mounting bracket on the top. I mean, like, that's the nice thing about 3D printers. You can print one part, you don't like the bracket, for example, and you just like adjust it and then print it again. It amazes me how quickly you can construct parts. One of these pieces was like 60 cents, so it's also not super expensive and rather simple to pick up. If you put in like a few hours, you can definitely print something yourself, which is amazing. Alright, new room. Now we're temporarily here, and only the last iteration, hopefully the last iteration of this. Andi wants to have the bracket up top, so we're just gonna quickly change that. What was that, 22? I guess it's 22. From now on, you know the drill. I'm just gonna stick that in the printer, start the print, and then the new version is printed, and check this out. I'm surprised because it still looks very, very pleasing. I like that these top leading lines are still there, but also this bracket looks so much sturdier than on the old version. Also now it would be much easier for Andi to mount it, and I guess I see you over there.
Na?
Na, was machst du gerade?
Wir sind an den Vergaser rangebaut und versucht die gerade noch zum Laufen zu bringen. Finde ich alles. Jetzt habe ich noch 3 Vergaser hier. Und jetzt da. Mal gucken, wie das kommt. Ah.
Ja? Geht?
Ja.
Wie viele Stunden verbringst du eigentlich in der Woche in der Werkstatt, würdest du sagen?
Mehr als andere.
Willst du sehen?
Ja. Ja. Noch schöner, das ist auch rund gemacht. Jetzt müssen wir jetzt bloß noch da der Reise umbauen. Die kann man ja rausziehen.
Ja.
Ach, das ist gut geworden. So ein U muss man biegen und da muss man Gewinde reinschneiden und dann kann man das so rüber machen Das U muss bis hier zum Vierkant gehen. Kannst du mir folgen? Das ist ziemlich dünn da unten. Dann würde ich ja lieber nur gar keine Hutmutter nehmen, so eine flache Mutter nehmen und da ein Gewinde rein. Soll ich bauen? So, wie spannen wir das denn jetzt ein? Das muss ich in der Stampfbohrmaschine bohren. Spanne ich das hier so ein? Da ist so eine kleine Erhöhung drauf, deswegen rutscht mir der Körner ab. Jetzt triffst du den Punkt. Ja. Jetzt flutscht das besser.
Ja, ich sehe schon, es gibt noch ein paar Sachen, die ich mir anschaffen muss. Die Windeschneideset ist auch ganz hilfreich, ne?
Ja, klar. Das gehört alles dazu. Hier, sowas brauchen wir. Oh, das ist so mehr Strom. Ja, jetzt ist richtig. Das sieht gut aus. Tja, nee, aber besser geht das doch wirklich nicht. Und verdreht tut er sich auch nicht mehr. Sieht perfekt aus. Jetzt müssen hier noch kleine Schräubchen ran.
Ich glaube nicht mal, dass du da Schrauben reinmachen musst, ehrlich gesagt.
Nee, glaube ich
Das sitzt so fest.
Obwohl es sieht schön aus, wenn da Schrauben sind.
Ja.
Ich habe so kleine Schrauben, die warten nur da drauf.
Und? Klappert?
Nein.
Sehr gut.
Jetzt haben wir es echt perfekt. Jetzt müssen wir noch mal das Licht anmachen kurz. Ah, ja.
Hey!
Super. Schön hell. Oh, das sieht toll aus. Richtig gut. Ja, was meint ihr denn? Das ist doch super geworden, ne? Haben wir gut gemacht, ne? Der Joshua und ich, wir können das. Er mit dem Drucker und ich hatte ja diese Teile gehabt. Und schon haben wir ein Standlicht. Ich sag tschüss.
I would say that was a success. The lamp looks so nice, and how quickly Andy can build stuff like that, thinks about ideas, how to do stuff. I'm very happy how it turned out. It was a super fun project. If you want to see how I started 3D printing, check out the video right here. With that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.